Welcome dear learners to week 10 and the second video of Sri Aurobindo Ghosh. Here in this video, we are going to discuss about educational vision of Sri Aurobindo, that is his education as spiritual awakening. Sri Aurobindo's educational philosophy is deeply rooted in his spiritual vision seeking to harmonize the individual, the nation, and universal humanity. His approach emphasizes the development of the mind as the instrument for knowledge, will, character, and culture. Education, in Aurobindo's view, should awaken the spirit within each person, guiding them towards a life lived for God, humanity, and oneself. This presentation explores the key tenets of his transformative educational philosophy. So he have given three focal points of education. So what are that? The individual, the nation, and the universal humanity. Aurobindo emphasizes the interconnectedness of the individual, the nation, and universal humanity. As per Aurobindo, education should strive to create individuals who are not only self-aware but also conscious of their roles in shaping a better society and world. Balancing these three focal points, the individual, the nation, universal humanity. Balancing these three focal points is crucial for realizing the true purpose of life. The student must develop their own potential, their nation, and have a universal outlook. He also mentioned the mind, our mind, as the true basis of education. Aurobindo believed that the mind is the true basis of education. It is the principal instrument of education. And education is a building up process of the powers of the human mind. It is the formation of knowledge and will of the power to use knowledge, character, and culture. Education should not merely impart information but cultivate critical thinking, creativity, and moral reasoning. He also mentioned awakening of the spirit. This was the guiding principle behind the philosophy of Aurobindo Ghosh. According to Aurobindo, the guiding principle of education lies in the awakening of a man as a spiritual being. Education should act as the instrument for the real walking of the spirit in the mind and body of the individual and the nation. Education should foster a sense of purpose, meaning, and connection to something larger than oneself. It should encourage students to explore their inner potential and live in alignment with their highest values. As per the education philosophy of Aurobindo, he have also reflected education according to the child's nature. So education must be according to the child's own nature. The child must be induced to expand in accordance with his own nature. Every child has in him something divine. The task is to find it, develop it, and use it. This approach emphasizes personalized learning where educators act as facilitators, guiding students on their unique paths of self-discovery and growth, allowing them to learn and grow on their own time. According to Aurobindo, every child is an inquirer, an investigator, analyzer, and a merciless anatomist. He is endowed with intellectual curiosity, patriotic zeal, and idealistic spirit. He has in him a combination of the gift of imitation and a touch of imaginative power. By providing perfect liberty, that's why he have mentioned perfect liberty for the child. By providing perfect liberty, education will automatically be turned into a self-learning process and allow the child to reach its potential. Aurobindo doubted whether direct teaching in any form of religion is important or not. The essence of education, which is to live for God, for humanity, for country, for others, and for oneself, must be made the ideal for every school. He said that religious education should be imparted by the practice of religious life. This emphasizes the importance of experiencing and embodying religious values. The best method of moral education is by personal example. Aurobindo emphasizes on moral education. So what he mentioned, the best method of moral education is by personal example, daily conversation, and extensive reading of good books. The child must habituate it himself to the right emotion, the noblest association, and the best mental, emotional, and physical habits. The teacher must remember that the first rule of moral training is to suggest and invite, not command and impose. So, we have also learned many things from the philosophy of Aurobindo Ghosh. So, Aurobindo's educational philosophy offers a holistic approach that considers the individual, the nation, and universal humanity. By emphasizing the development of the mind and the awakening of the spirit, education can empower individuals to live purposeful and meaningful lives. This transformative approach requires educators to act as facilitators, guiding students on their unique paths of self-discovery and growth. Now, the next steps behind integrating Aurobindo's vision. We have to integrate the Aurobindo's educational vision to the 21st century education system. So, how we can integrate the Aurobindo's vision? So, implementing Aurobindo's educational philosophy requires a collaborative effort. By focusing on curriculum design, teacher training, and community engagement, we can create educational environments that empower students to reach their full potential and contribute to a more just and compassionate world. It emphasizes personalized learning, where educators act as facilitators, guiding students on their unique paths of self-discovery and growth. Aurobindo also had a vision of integral education. Sri Aurobindo's educational system, known as integral education, aims for an integrated view of the universe and the all-round development of the individual. This approach seeks to transform individuals into spiritual beings through the development of their physical, vital, psychic, and mental aspects. He have mentioned the 4 layers of human mind. What are that? Chitta, Manas, Buddhi, Ati-manas. So, Sri Aurobindo believed that understanding the human mind with its layers of Chitta, Manas, Buddhi, Ati-manas is crucial for personal and social transformation. Integral education seeks to develop each of these layers of human mind. There are 4 principles of integral education as per Aurobindo's. So, Aurobindo's integral education focuses on the development of physical, vital, mental, and psychic beings. These are the 4 principles, that is the physical, vital, mental, and psychic beings, which are necessary for transforming man into a spiritual human being. So, for this transformation, Sri Aurobindo emphasized on his International Center of Education. So, in his International Center of Education, he tried to make a transformation of human being from human being to the spiritual being. So, established in 1943 at Pondicherry, this center puts Aurobindo's educational views into practice. It serves as a field of experiment and research in education, aiming to prepare future humanity for divine consciousness and life. The center provides education from kindergarten onwards, fostering free growth according to nature. To meet teaching requirements, it includes various departments, workshops, firms, and commercial undertakings. Sri Aurobindo International Center of Education was established to put into practice the educational views of Sri Aurobindo. It aims to provide the teaching of Sri Aurobindo. So, to preach his education, the city where he was is also known as Auroville. Inaugurated in 1968, Auroville seeks a new order of education and human unity. The town reflects a university synthesizing ideologies, cultures, and knowledge. So it was known as the city of dawn, Auroville, city of education, which was built up by Aurobindo's educational philosophy. He also has the aim of integral education, integrating the four main aspects, that is the physical development, vital development, mental development, and psychic development. So his education system also includes various curriculum components. The curriculum includes activities, subjects, and spiritual experiences in a unifying whole. It is flexible, interest-based, and environment-based, covering physical, vital, mental, and psychic aspects. So Aurobindo propounded the method of teaching also. He also mentioned about the different methods of teaching. He suggested activity method, observation, self-discovery, discussion method, learning by doing, and learning by self-experiences as teaching methods during his time, and which is also important and have to be integrated in the 21st century education also. His principles of teaching. The teacher's role is to guide students to discover knowledge, provide education, and according to the individual needs and progress from known to unknown concepts. Freedom, innovation, and initiative are essential for natural growth. Sri Aurobindo has given a very respectable and responsible job for the teacher, because in his system, activity was needed more on the part of the students. He also mentioned about discipline and freedom. Aurobindo emphasized the child's liberty, allowing free development as an organic person. Maximum freedom should be given for the development of the psychic being with no compulsion in any area. Punishment and fear are discarded, and teachers act as guides and helpers. Sri Aurobindo greatly emphasized the child's liberty. The child should be given to develop freely as an organic person. He also has a vision for integral education for harmonious world. Not only for being a spiritual human being, but also for a harmonious world. So Sri Aurobindo's educational system, a blend of Eastern wisdom and Western science, offers a progressive and pragmatic approach to holistic development, rooted in Upanishadic ideals. It aims to cultivate individuals and societies ready for a future of peace and harmony. He also tried to synthesize the East and the West. He tried to bring the Eastern philosophy with the Western science in his education system. Aurobindo's system integrates the spiritual depth and introspective practices of Eastern traditions, fostering inner growth and self-awareness. Again, he also mentioned about Western science in his education system. He embraces the rational inquiry and empirical methods of Western science, promoting critical thinking and practical skills. So this synthesis equips learners with a comprehensive worldview, preparing them to navigate a complex and interconnectedness world with wisdom and competence. He also mentioned about integral education, which will help in the holistic development. So Aurobindo advocated integral education, considering the development of all aspects of individual and the nation as a whole. It aims to develop the physical, the vital, the mental, and the psychic. He also mentioned about supramental education, so that is evolving consciousness, under 4 points, that is physical, vital, mental and psychic. So supramental education leads to our evolution towards the supramental through evolution of the physical, the vital, the mental and the psychic. The unique concept prepares individuals for a higher state of consciousness. He mentioned or he reflected about child-oriented learning. Aurobindo's education system prioritizes the child's individual's needs and growth. The curriculum should be planned according to individual difference. The mind has to be consulted in its own growth. The aim of the teacher is to help the growing soul in drawing out his best and to make it perfect for a noble use. The teacher should not interfere in the self-experience of the learners. He also advocated about self-discipline and freedom. So Aurobindo advocated self-discipline for the children. The child is given to develop freely. Individuals are competent enough to develop their psychic being. He discarded the idea and practice of punishment and the stimulation of fear. For self-discipline and freedom, he have mentioned 3 points, that is the inner guidance, freedom and responsibility. So these are the 3 points which can help in the development of self-discipline and freedom among the children. So his education system has also relevance in the present context. So Aurobindo's theory is relevant in respect of all-round development of the child, compulsory education at least up to the age of 6 to 14 years, lifelong and continuing education, vocational education, creativity, study of science and technology, literature, etc. His education system also focused on preparing for future life. He also gave preference to national integration, international integration, value education, and non-formal programs for rural and unorganized sectors. Sri Aurobindo's teaching and philosophy is very important if human being wants to live in peace and harmony. He have also tried to integrate science and spirituality. He is very much relevant in this 21st century where science and spirituality must be given equal importance. To the present age has achieved many miles through scientific developments, but real change and progress can be attained through the integration of spirituality and science, which Sri Aurobindo understood very well. So the enduring relevance of the Aurobindo's education in the 21st century, how we can see his education system in the 21st century. So Sri Aurobindo's educational philosophy offers a holistic approach that transcends conventional methods, emphasizing the integral development of the individual. In an era marked by rapid technological advancement and societal shifts, his vision of education as a means of self-discovery and social transformation remains profoundly relevant. In this presentation, you can also explore, you have understood the principles of Aurobindo's education and their application to contemporary challenges, demonstrating their enduring value in fostering a more conscious and harmonious world. So he have reflected, or if we go to see the integrating his education in the 21st century, he have reflected on 5 essential aspects of integral education. So Sri Aurobindo identified 5 essential aspects of integral education, that is physical, vital, mental, psychic and spiritual. So this represent a comprehensive approach of human development. He have also reflected, which is very much important in the 21st century, the teacher as a guide and fostering self-knowledge. So self-discovery and the role of teachers as per Aurobindo's philosophy, which is very much important in the 21st century. So teacher should act as a guide. In Aurobindo's vision, the teacher is not merely an instructor, but a facilitator guiding students on their unique paths of self-discovery. The teacher is a mentor who inspires and nurtures the inherent potential within each individual, fostering intellectual curiosity and a lifelong love for learning. Another is fostering self-knowledge. So education should encourage introspection, helping students understand their strengths, weakness, and aspirations. Through self-knowledge, individuals can make informal choices and pursue goals aligned with their true selves, contributing meaningfully to society. He has also tried to integrate education that with the conventional education. So integral education differs significantly from conventional education system. While conventional system focus on academic achievement and career preparation, integral education prioritize holistic development and self-realization. So how that can be integrated? How conventional education can also be a part of integral education, which is focused in the philosophy of Sri Aurobindo's education system. So he also tried to cultivate creativity in innovation. So integral education cultivates creativity and innovation by encouraging exploration, fostering artistic expression, promoting scientific inquiry, and supporting technological innovation. These elements combine to nurture a spirit of discovery and invention. By providing a nurturing environment, education helps students develop the capacity to think critically, solve problems creatively, and adapt to the ever-changing demands of the modern world. He have also addressed some contemporary challenges, like Aurobindo's educational philosophy offers solutions to contemporary challenges, addressing environmental sustainability, promoting social justice, and developing ethical leadership by instilling values of compassion, empathy, and a deep sense of responsibility. Integral education equips individuals to become agents of positive change in a world grappling with complex problems. He also reflected on the role of meditation and mindfulness. So meditation and mindfulness are integral components of Aurobindo's educational approach. These practices enhances focus, promote emotional regulation, reduce stress, and foster self-awareness. By cultivating inner stillness and presence, students can better understand their thoughts and feelings. They can develop a deeper connection with themselves and the world around them. He also tried to create a harmonious learning environment through his education system. So creating a harmonious learning environment involves fostering respect, promoting collaboration, and cultivating empathy. By creating a safe and inclusive space, students feel empowered to express themselves, take risks, and learn from one another's experiences. This approach to learning creates a sense of community and belonging. Measuring success in integral education goes beyond grades, focusing on increased well-being, demonstrated empathy, and improved problem-solving skills. This matrices provides a more comprehensive understanding of a student growth and development. Education can gain insights into the effectiveness of their teaching methods and tailor their approaches to meet the unique needs of each student. So besides this, what we have learned from the educational last two videos, the educational philosophy of Sri Aurobindo Ghosh. So integral education rooted in Aurobindo's philosophy offers a holistic approach to human development. It addresses contemporary challenges by fostering ethical leadership. We encourage educators, students, and policymakers to explore and integrate these principles into the practices. It involves creating more mindful, compassionate, and purposeful learning environments. By prioritizing self-discovery, creativity, and ethical leadership, we can empower individuals to thrive in the 21st century. It will lead to a more harmonious and sustainable world. So if we want to know whether the Aurobindo Ghosh, Sri Aurobindo Ghosh philosophy is going in the 21st or is integrating in the 21st century or not, you can have a look into this small video where you will see the occasion of the 3rd International Yoga Day on June 21st, 2017, where a group of Auroville, they are chanting they are the experts who are chanting this mantra from sloka, Sanskrit sloka, and integral yoga of Aurobindo's philosophy in the present day context. Thank you.
On the occasion of the 3rd International Yoga Day, the Dakshina chanting group of Auroville brings you some sonic excerpts of their hour-long Sanskrit shloka chants from Savitri Bhavan. The shlokas were selected from the Bhagavad Gita, the Rig Veda, Atharva Veda, and the Yajur Veda. Let's enrich ourselves and intensely aspire in the light of integral yoga as we listen to Sri Aurobindo's Gayatri Mantra and mantras dedicated to the Mother, Devi Stuti and Om Anandamayi, and the Bij Mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Aurobindaya.